The lights above Gainbridge Fieldhouse hum without pause, a low, electric heartbeat. Inside, a franchise that once clung to survival now stands on the brink of transformation. The Indiana Fever, long criticized for inconsistency and wasted potential, suddenly finds itself under the white-hot glare of the entire league. At the center of this storm stands Amber Cox, her calm mantra, "Control the controllables," once a quiet reassurance, has evolved into a battle cry. Beneath her composed exterior is a woman walking a high wire of collapsing contracts, shifting timelines, and a fan base demanding answers before the clock runs out on Caitlin Clark's championship window. Cox's strategy sounds simple. It isn't. It's survival language in a hurricane. With the CBA deadline approaching and expansion drafts rewriting the rules, she's entering uncharted territory where every move, every signing, and every decision matters. Because beneath all the slogans, one truth cuts through the noise. The Caitlin Clark era is fragile. If this rebuild fails, Indiana won't just lose games. They could lose the brightest star women's basketball has seen in a generation. Inside those tense war room meetings, the air feels sharp. Scouts shuffle papers. Analysts whisper cap numbers. The phrase long-term control echoes like an alarm. Cox knows exactly what's at stake. Caitlin's patience, Aaliyah Boston's loyalty, and the city's faith. Indiana's future doesn't hinge on optimism. It hinges on execution. And that's why Cox is quietly rewriting the rules. Her first major play? Building what Indiana has never had before. A global scouting network. For years, the Fever were outmaneuvered by powerhouses like Las Vegas Aces and New York Liberty. Now, Cox is playing chess while others play checkers, expanding Indiana's reach to Olympic champions and seasoned overseas stars. The reaction across the league was seismic. Indiana, once a small market afterthought, is going global. It's like running a marathon barefoot for years, then finally lacing up. These aren't just names on a whiteboard. These are proven winners. Women who've carried gold medals, faced pressure on international stages, and thrived. The Fever aren't just recruiting players. They're recruiting warriors. Why? Because Caitlin Clark's spotlight, once blinding, has started to dim. Jersey sales are slipping. Engagement is slowing. Empty seats are creeping back. Her once unstoppable momentum is being tested. Without the right roster, that once-in-a-generation glow risks fading into a what-if story. Cox's global plan isn't just about winning games. It's about protecting a phenomenon that reshaped the WNBA. Year 1 was brutal. No calls, no mercy. Year 2 saw coaching confusion and public frustration. Fans shouted online, "Why take the world's best passer out of her own offense?" Every bad whistle, every late game collapse chipped away at the legend. That's why 2026 isn't just another season. It's a reckoning. But a new challenge looms. The CBA. Halloween deadline day isn't just another date. It's a fault line. If core designations disappear, Indiana could lose Kelsey Mitchell, their most loyal veteran and emotional anchor. Her departure would shatter the Fever's foundation. Add in 2 incoming expansion teams, Portland Fire and Toronto Tempo, and the stakes skyrocket. Indiana has already been burned by expansion drafts before. They can't afford a repeat. And yet, amid the chaos, loyalty quietly holds the seams together. Kelsey Mitchell, the heartbeat. Lexi Hull, the overlooked defender, turned reliable two-way weapon. Sophie Cunningham, the fiery spark plug. Their commitment to stay when others would leave isn't just admirable, it's a foundation. But loyalty costs money, and the salary cap doesn't care about heart. The Fever's 2026 roster may become the most expensive gamble in franchise history, but bold dreams require bold bets. Imagine it, Clark running point, Mitchell beside her, Hull on the wing, Boston anchoring the paint, and a veteran center holding the line. Add Cunningham, Dantas, and international reinforcements off the bench. It's not a fantasy. It's a blueprint. And then there's the wild card. If the league allows early draft entries, a flood of young prodigies could transform rosters overnight. Indiana could pair global veterans with young stars hungry to win. Cox isn't just chasing highlight reels. She's hunting chemistry, intelligence, grit, championship DNA. But time is the one opponent she can't outmaneuver. History is full of superstars who left when the clock ran out. LeBron in Cleveland, Durant in OKC, Davis in New Orleans. The WNBA isn't immune. If Indiana can't match Caitlin Clark's ambitions, she won't wait. Every negotiation, every overseas trip, every late-night call carries weight. Kelsey Mitchell's decision, Hull and Cunningham's contracts, international signings, CBA chaos, expansion threats. It's a fragile chain, and one broken link could unravel everything. But this time, something feels different. Cox isn't selling fairy tales. She's selling a vision. Bold, global, and relentless. Indiana isn't trying to keep up. They're trying to lead. If it works, the Fever won't just be a small market story. They'll be a superpower. But if it fails, they risk losing everything. Star, momentum, and belief. For now, the lights over Gainbridge keep humming. The rebuild continues in silence. And somewhere deep inside that building, players and staff are asking the same question. Are we ready to win? This time, the answer just might be yes. But belief isn't enough. Execution decides everything. And when the contracts are signed, when the draft dust settles and the roster is revealed, the league will finally see what Indiana has been building in the dark. This isn't just a basketball story anymore. It's a test of identity, a battle for legacy, a fight to turn one star's glow into a dynasty's fire. The Indiana Fever aren't chasing headlines. They're chasing history. And the world is watching.